Good morning. It's about 6 o'clock. What I have planned for today is to work out in the garage, try to get as much cleaned out as I can. I might take some stuff to Goodwill. I'm kind of sorting through things here and trying to determine if it's worth even trying to sell them or just if it's easier to just donate them, since I have limited space here in the living room for the sale. I do want to get most of the garage cleaned out so I can park my car in there. I still have quite a bit of room in the office for moving stuff in there. And I have a few things in the living room I need to finish pricing. I might try to gather some more home decor items to put out. Otherwise, I think I'm pretty much ready for the next sale. Once the sun comes up, I can show you what the living room looks like, and really just waiting to get started out in the garage. When the sun comes up and I have more light, I guess for right now I'll just probably work in the living room, rearranging stuff, pricing. So that's what I have on plan for today. I do want to head out of here mid-afternoon at the latest. I'm just really exhausted from just everything I did yesterday, and I've noticed when I'm up here I get kind of this nasal congestion. I'm not sure if it's because of the dust or if it's the mice poop in the house. I know mice can sometimes carry viruses and disease. I'm not quite sure what's going on. It's really not warm enough to open the windows in the house, otherwise I would do that. I should probably buy an air purifier or something. I don't really know where it's coming from. I notice it only when I'm at the house here, because once I go back home it kind of goes away. But anyway, that's kind of the plan for today, and we'll see how it goes. So, I thought I'd show you what I was doing in the garage last night. This front part's still kind of a mess, but I was able to clean out this area. And I still have all of this to clean out. Or my plan is to bring the fabric and any crafting stuff into the office and then just kind of restack the glassware and any tools up here, though it needs to be behind this line because that's so my car will fit. So I kind of just need to restack this whole area right here and bring this stuff over or into the house or throw it away. So that's my plan for today. So I want to say thank you for all the feedback on my last video when I asked if you wanted voiceovers or music during the time lapse, and a lot of you enjoyed the voiceovers, so I'm going to try to do more of those. And if I don't get to your question in this video, I will answer it in an upcoming video. So one question I received was, what were the circumstances surrounding my mom's passing? My mom passed away from cancer. It happened really fast, I'd say in a span of about 2 months. Her first symptom was she was having chest pain. She had trouble breathing also, so she went to the ER. I'm assuming they took some type of chest x-ray and they saw she had breast cancer. She was supposed to go in for some diagnostic tests to determine what type. Unfortunately, the testing facilities were booked up 6 weeks in advance. So in the meantime, she was just in and out of the hospital numerous times for the breathing problems. They said she did have some lung lesions which were causing that. They didn't know if it was caused by the breast cancer or not. During one of her hospital stays, they kept her for about a week, which caused her to miss her diagnostic test that she was waiting 6 weeks for. She was really upset about that, so she would have to wait another 6 weeks and reschedule them. And during this time, they had found out the cancer had spread to her bone, and the doctors pretty much said she's not going to recover. So about a week later, she entered hospice care and passed away. So it's really was just a series of unfortunate events that I wished had a better outcome, but unfortunately that's the way it went. I do feel like she was 85 and I think she was just ready to go, and I'm thankful it happened all so fast and it wasn't this long, drawn-out process. She was in a lot of pain, so I'm just thankful she's not in any more pain. And she was very comfortable the last few days of her life. She was pretty much sedated with the pain medication, so I am thankful for that. She went peacefully. Did my mom make any quilts? The answer is no. She did not make any quilts. None she told me about. I haven't found any. She just enjoyed shopping for the supplies and the fabric. I think shopping was more of her hobby. She had a lifetime of compulsive shopping. So I think it was more about the anticipation of making a quilt and not the actual making of the quilt. She's been crafty her whole life. She's made projects. She's done a lot of sewing and needlework things. If I come across any at the house, I'll include them in an upcoming video. But I think at her age, she just got into quilting maybe the last 5 or 7 years before she passed. So I think making the quilt was just too much work for her, and she would rather just go out and buy supplies. Did I talk to her about her hoarding tendencies? I did mention it to her a few times, but it was basically in one ear and out the other. From what I've learned about hoarding disorder, people don't realize they are a hoarder. It's a mental illness. It goes a whole lot deeper than just me telling her, you need to get rid of your stuff. She's just not going to get rid of it. There's just too much attachment there. And I knew the day would come when I would have to clean out her house, and I thought about cleaning it out while she was still alive and kind of, working with her about getting rid of some of her stuff. But in the end, I realized it's the same amount of work whether I clean it out before or after she passes, and it's just a whole lot easier if I do it afterwards because I can do it the way I want to, and I don't have her hovering over me, yelling at me not to get rid of her stuff, even though she hasn't used it in 30 years. So my advice, if you have a hoarder parent, is you can try to talk to them, but if they don't want help getting rid of their stuff, they're not going to get rid of it. And you just got to make do with what you have and just prepare yourself for cleaning it out afterwards. Hoarding disorder is it's a complex process. It's it's a mental illness. I really recommend working with some type of psychologist or therapist if you do want to confront your parent with hoarding disorder. How did my mom's hoarding affect me? And do I have any hoarding tendencies? I definitely do not have any hoarding tendencies. I remember being in high school, living with my parents, and the house was just packed full of stuff. You couldn't even see the floor. It was just these trails everywhere. And that just really convinced me to not be a hoarder. I can't stand stuff on the floor. I can't stand clutter. It just gives me anxiety. So I don't know if I would call myself a minimalist. I do have things that I like. I'm not one of those people that has, 3 pairs of clothing items and 1 glass, and that's it. I do have some stuff, but I definitely try to keep it to a minimum. I know, like with hoarding, once they fill up the closet, they just start putting their stuff on the floor and everywhere else. And once I get my closet filled up, I'm like, okay, we need to clean this out and get rid of some of this clutter, because I'm not about to put stuff on the floor outside the closet. So I definitely have control over my stuff. Why did I choose the name Chickabiddies for my channel name? When I was in college, I was a graphic design student. I was really into typography, and I found a font named Chickabiddies, which was basically a dingbat of these little kids' faces in this retro vintage style. I really liked it. So those who don't know, Chickabiddies means childlike, or small children. And I've always thought of myself as being childlike. I still feel very young at heart, like a kid. So I just thought it was appropriate. I should probably use the single form Chickabiddy since it's just me, but since I did have a lot of cats during my adult life, I just like to think of us as we're just all Chickabiddies. So thanks for all of your questions. If you have any more, leave them below and I'll answer them in an upcoming video. So I've been working out in the garage for the past few hours, and ta-da! I got it all cleaned out. Yay! I moved that sewing machine thing over here. This is that wood buffet that was out near the front. So I moved all this over here. Kind of restacked everything. Can't really see the door over there, but that's okay, I don't use it. It's kind of a mess, but at least it freed up the garage space. And I restacked some stuff on the shelves. There's some wood and that white table. That table's really heavy, I don't know if I'm gonna use it. But I think my car is just going to fit in here. There's a barbecue I'm gonna sell for the next sale, and that's the finished product. Just gotta sweep it out, and I will have finished my task for the day. Yay! it feels so good to have the garage clean. Well, not all the way clean, but as clean as I had planned for this trip. So it's only about 10:30. I started probably around 6 or 7. So there's quite a few things I brought into the house that I need to price for the next sale and kind of arrange things and take photos. And so right now I'm gonna have some lunch and do some pricing and then probably just head home. So I think I'm about ready for the sale. I finished sorting and pricing what I had out here, and I pulled out a few other items to add. So outside is trash that needs to go out. All of this stuff is going to go out on the porch on the sale day. Mostly yard decor stuff. Got this mosaic, seashells, containers, boxes. Got floral over here. Found another mirror. These shelves are gonna go out. All this is gonna go on the porch. And this is kind of what it looks like. So I moved the floral over here. This is all the office supplies. Put some more bags out. Here's kind of the dollar table. More dishes, decor, Bath and Body. Got the frames over here. Somebody mentioned I should put them up on a table because people don't want to bend over and look at them. I might try that in the future. I just don't really have any more space to put them up. Or I guess I could bring in the table and put it right here. I might try that for the next sale. I'll see how these do. She had a bunch of these empty binders. She uses them to print out quilt patterns. I guess she was anticipating printing out a bunch more quilt patterns, even though she already has hundreds of them already printed out. Stereo equipment, baskets. Got some more decor over there. Candle table, storage. The vases, I'll probably wash those next time I come up. Ironing board, shelving, fans, stool, and more decor products, and a vacuum and a mop. So it's a little after 12:30. I'm pretty exhausted, just mentally and physically. Like, pricing stuff is just mentally exhausting. So I think what I'm gonna do is I have everything pretty much set up. I'm just going to take off, plan the sale for the next weekend. The Friday and Saturday thing worked out really well, so I'm going to try that next time. I'll probably push the Friday sale a couple hours earlier. I'll just come up 2 to 3 hours before the sale and kind of make sure everything's in place. There are some early birds that tend to come an hour early, which is fine. I'll just be ready for them. So I think I'm going to head out. And I just wanted to mention the kitchen's getting a little messy. I know I had it all cleaned out and it looked nice. And these are some dishes I brought out. I'll just fill the shelves up as people buy things. I probably shouldn't have emptied out the cupboards, but I felt like doing something. So this is kind of what the kitchen looks like right now. It's just a mix of stuff I'm keeping and things I need to look up on eBay. And then against the back wall is stuff I'm keeping. And that's about it. And I did get my morning visit from Mr. Cat. Sorry I didn't film it. He was in and out pretty quick. He pretty much just ate his breakfast, hung around for a few minutes, and then left. I did enjoy seeing him. So overall, I'd say I'd had a really productive trip this time. I got a lot done. I think I'm headed in the right direction. I have a lot more focus and planning what I'm going to do beforehand instead of just kind of walking into the house and feeling dumbfounded and completely lost. So I think the sorting items really helped. Just putting like with like and then seeing how much stuff there really is and how much of it I can put out for the sale. I wanted to put out like items for the sale instead of just a little bit of everything. So like the last sale I put out all the baskets and all of the Bath & Body products, so people who wanted baskets and Bath & Body products could just come one time and pick out what they wanted instead of having to come to the house 5 or 6 times every time I have a sale, and I put a little bit out each time. So I think that really helped. I'm really looking forward to having the next sale, seeing how much stuff I can get out of here. I've already started loading the pickup with some donation items. I'll probably run those over next time. I'll see what's left over from the sale. My plan is if something doesn't sell after 2 or 3 sales, then I'll just donate it and then just make room for new stuff. So I think I'm doing pretty good. I think I'm on track. Stuff's moving out pretty good. I'm kind of enjoying the process a little bit. I mean, it gives me a break from just my everyday life to come up here and do this. Not something I want to do forever, but for right now it's okay. So I'm really looking forward to just kind of recuperating at home for a few days and come back, do the sale, see how the progress is on the house. And I guess we'll just take it from there, day by day. Just go one day at a time. That's all I really can do right now. So I'm just gonna pack up the car, head home. And I just want to say thank you everybody who watches and subscribes and likes and comments my videos. It's really it really helps me out because I'm just basically doing this by myself. So like everybody's comment, I really appreciate it. I read them all. So I just want to say a big thank you to everybody. I really had no idea my channel would grow as much as it did, or that so many people would want to watch me clean out my mom's house. It's kind of flabbergasted, but I guess there's a lot of people out there who enjoy these type of videos, and I enjoy making them. So I guess it's time to sign off, and I'll see you next time.